Okay, we're looking at this cooling fan, and let's get one thing straight first. This is not a typical air conditioner as someone would think of an air conditioner that has a motor or freon gas, a condenser that is cooling hot air and making it cold. It does condition the air. So in that sense, it is an air conditioner, but it's not what you think of when you think of an air conditioner that makes very hot air very, very cold. This uses water to cool down the air. Now, surprisingly, this thing does work, and I was very skeptical to begin with, but let's just take a look at it. You do need to plug it into a USB adapter. You get the cord, but it has to run on electricity. There is some lights that you can change various colors and keep it on steady, like green, blue, red, or you can go through a fading process where it goes through all colors. There's a fan here that simply is a fan. It blows fan, and that's on high, and that feels good right there. There's a timer. Now, there's no water in it. You don't put water in the bottom, as somebody said. There's 2 water chambers, so you don't have to fill it for it. That is just for condensation. That is for water that might trickle down here, especially in a hot, humid day, gather in the bottom. You put the water in the top. Now, we're in New England. We just had snow last night. It was 70 degrees in the house. I took it from the well, and it was nice, cool water, put it in the top, ran it for 15 minutes with a thermometer in front of it, and it did make 67-degree air. So it did condition the air, and it did cool the air, and it did feel rather nice. And you could see a very fine mist, almost like a steam, being let in there from the water. It's not like it's just dripping big amounts of water, but it just put a little bit of moisture in the air, and I could step back 6-8 feet, whatever, and still feel it. So on a desk or something, it's going to be pretty nice on a hot day to have that right near you, whether you have air conditioning in the room or not, your typical air conditioner. And you put the water on the top. That's for gathering water that is from condensation. There's 2 clips. There are 2 clips on each side that you can lift it up and empty it out. And you put the water in. It doesn't hold much. You don't fill it all the way up. There's a fill line. If you put ice water, refrigerated water, or ice cubes in the water, it's going to make the air even cooler. That's how this works. There's a little remote control. There's a little booklet for the cooling fan. It's portable in the sense you have a strap. It does work. It does condition the air and make it cooler, but it's not a air conditioner as someone thinks of an air conditioner, that's central air, or you put it in a window unit or whatever. But it's better called a cooling fan, and it does do that. And even if you just don't use the water, it's got a nice little fan, and it's quiet on low and then medium, decent speed on fan. It's not annoying. So this whole thing is a neat thing that you could use on a desk or on a table near you in a TV room or something, and it's going to make you feel a lot better. So overall, yeah, I gotta say, it works.